All of this stuff is for me?
And Chris. Reverend Elkins wants to make sure you understand the seriousness of the step you're about to take.
If I wanted to go back to school, I would enroll in Oakdale U.
Allison, this is not school. This is an hour or so of counseling with the minister, and his secretary says that you have to read over all this information and be prepared to discuss the issues that may come up during marriage.
Like my channel or yours, the Newlywed's Guide to Sharing the Remote?
Will you just read it, please, and nod politely?
What happened?
Don't look at your hand. Look at me. You're gonna be all right, Em. I promise.
I was such a klutz this afternoon. I was cleaning out the basement, and I was going through all this junk, and of course I ran right into one of Hal's abandoned home improvement projects, and a nail fell in my hand. Yeah.
Ouch! Did it bleed a lot?
Yeah, but they sewed it up, and I'm as good as new.
Oh, you must have freaked out. You go nuts when you see blood. When we were cutting up shish kebabs and you nicked your thumb and you blacked out, I was screaming for Mom. Do you remember that?
Oh, God. It's nuts, isn't it? I mean, I could believe it, but like I said, I'm as good as new. Anyway, I want you to read this.
Who took you?
Took me where?
Well, you had to go to the emergency room. You had a nail stuck in your hand. How did you drive yourself to the hospital?
Well, actually, I wasn't alone.
Oh, good. Who took you?
Chris did.
Chris? How did you end up with him?
How do you expect us to have a reconciliation when the entire thing is based on a lie?
Because, my God, Tom, I didn't want to lose you. I knew how little it meant in my heart, and so I tried to belittle it to you and make it seem like it was just one kiss. And I know it was stupid, and I know I was just fooling myself, and I wasn't fooling you. But, I just want to make this right. I don't want to hurt you like this. God, tell me what I can do to make it right.
I don't think you can do that.
Thank you.
Tom.
Well, look who's speechless for the first time in his arrogant life.
I'm just surprised to see you, that's all.
Oh, well, see, I'm staying here. For now, not that I owe you an explanation.
It's not because... Don't tell me you left Margot.
You can drop the devastated act. It's not very convincing. I mean, you should be the last person that's surprised.
You told Ben that I slept with Doc.
No, of course not.
I'm sorry, Margot. I didn't mean
Did she tell you that I slept with Doc?
Look, Jessica didn't tell me anything. I heard things at the country club, and since Tom left, I assumed...
Well, you assumed wrong. I did not sleep with Doc Reese.
Look, you don't owe me any explanation.
I most certainly do not, but that doesn't mean you don't deserve an explanation, does it, Jessica?
Am I missing something here?
You know, obviously you're upset, so maybe Ben and I should just go.
No, I want you here. I want you both here. So you've got an awful lot of questions about Doc Reese, don't you, Ben?
Look, you don't have to tell me anything you don't want to.
How about the truth? Wouldn't that be a good thing right about now?
Jack's one of those cops with unbelievable instincts. You have any idea what made him bring Starsiak in alone instead of waiting for EMS or black and white?
Get him out of here, please, Jack!
What's the matter, Molly? You afraid of me?
You need to kick him out of here. You get me done! He tried to kill me!
I'll kill you yet, you...
Want to break your other arm, too? I will.
All right, let's go upstairs, okay?
No, not until he's gone.
Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll bring him to the hospital myself.
No, Jack. Hal said to wait for backup.
Look, I just wanted that monster away from me, okay? And I asked Jack if he would... And None of that really matters right now, though, does it? Hal and Holden and all the other cops are down the bridge searching, right?
Look, we've called uniforms in from all shifts. They will turn the place inside out.
And they'll find him. They'll rescue him, and everything will be all right.
Carly. Where are you? Carly, you gotta hang on. I'm gonna go down the embankment. Carly, this isn't doing anybody any good.
No, I'm gonna go, Hal. I'm gonna go down
You're
there.
not going anywhere until you get a grip.
And how am I supposed to do that, Hal? My husband just went off this bridge.
We don't know that. You don't know anything for sure.
I know Jack is missing, and you're just standing here. So let me go, Hal. If you're not gonna find him, I will.
Look, if you left Margot because someone saw us here talking earlier...
Because you talked to her? You think I'm camping out at the Lakeview because you talked to my wife?
Listen, I wouldn't presume to know. All I'm saying is, when I saw Margot earlier, she had mentioned something about talking to you this evening.
Now, that's good. That must be years of cheating with other guys' wives.
Oh, come on now. Listen, I'm not trying to start anything
A little
here.
too late for that, wouldn't you say?
Okay. All right. There's something you want to get off your chest. There's something you want to tell me, so go ahead and just get it out in the open.
Okay, yeah. In fact, I did talk to Margot, but I had a very enlightening conversation with another young woman who works over at the country club.
Oh, come on. Jill?
Oh, you must be acquainted with her.
Yes, and she's nothing but trouble.
Well, what's worse, Doc? The fact that she blew yours and Margot's story out of the water, or that Margot confirmed everything she said? Uh-oh. You got that look again. You see, that's the look of how much does this poor sap know, or what can I deny in front of him? Well, I can help you with that, too. I know about all your romps with Margot in the locker room, the steam room, God knows where else.
We never slept together.
I know. I got the latest official update. You know, it's funny. It was one kiss, and now it's, we never slept together.
Well, you should believe her, because it's true. Margot and I never slept together.
No, but you groped and moaned in some very public places like a couple of stupid teenagers, but you never made love. I mean, you wouldn't take it that far, right? So since you didn't actually make love, you guys get to walk away from this with your virtue intact? I mean, why won't Tom stop being such a pain in the neck? Why can't he just let this go? Is it something like that?
Well, yeah, you should let it go. Because no matter what you believe...
I'll tell you what I believe. I believe that you blew a hole clear through my marriage. You took what is most important and the things that I love the most, and you destroyed them. So I hope that someday, somehow, I can repay that favor to you.
Margot, you don't want to do this.
Oh, how do you know what I want?
I only meant...
I want to do this. I've never wanted to do anything more in my whole life.
All right, then talk to us. That's why we're here. Obviously, there's a problem, so let's get it all out in the open.
Yeah, let's do that.
Margot, please.
Hello.
Margot, hi. It's Nikki Munson down at the station. I'm calling for my dad.
Nikki, this is not a good time, really.
It's about Jack Snyder. He's missing.
What do you mean missing? Wasn't he supposed to be protecting Molly McKinnon?
Yeah. But something went wrong. He went back to the house and one of his officers was taken out.
Officer Kane?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Starziak?
Yeah, and Jack collared him and was bringing him in, and we lost contact between his place and the drop-off.
Nikki, what? You're not telling me everything.
There's been an accident at the Route 17 bridge.
Jack?
My dad thinks so. Look, he could be hurt or worse. I thought you might want to come down to the station. Look, my dad's pulled in all available cops, and I'm trying to coordinate, but...
I'm on my way. I've got to get down to the station.
Of course, we can talk about all of this tomorrow.
Oh, you bet we will.
Let's go, sweetheart.
Whatever is going on here, we're going to deal with it, and soon. Because I don't like this.
Casey?
Night, Margot. that case.
Mom?
Listen, I gotta get down to the station because something has come up, okay?
Well, when are you coming back?
I'm not really sure, okay?
Well, are you meeting Dad?
No, it's something else.
Well, where is he? I mean, it's late. Why isn't he home?
Oh, Casey, your dad is not coming home tonight.
Well, why not?
I can't get into this right now.
It's because you two had a fight, isn't it? Is Dad moving out? Are you guys getting divorced?
Casey, please.
I need to know, Mom. I need to know now.
I can't let you go down there, Carly. It's too dangerous.
I cannot just stand here and watch Hal. Dad could be hurt. He might need me. Please let me help you.
I've got a
Please.
dozen men on the banks, Carly. I've got divers in the water, another team canvassing. I've got
Lieutenant Munson.
Munson here.
That's probably the search team now.
He wanted something, didn't he?
One of the divers told me that they've reached Jack's car.
They found Jack's car. Did they find Jack?
Apparently there was no one inside.
That's good, right? He could have been thrown from the car. He could be on the riverbank somewhere, right?
Yes.
Well, good. Let's go and search the riverbank
They're on
then!
it now.
All of Hal's men are searching the whole area.
Carly, you should go back to the station.
No, I can't do that.
Look, all leads are phoned into Central Command. We're set up to organize leads. Carly, you'll get a much better picture at the station.
I will not leave him here, Hal.
Carly, all those guys down there are like brothers to Jack. You're not gonna miss anything. Let's go.
Jack, come back to me.
You know, I should be thanking you.
Me? How come?
Because if you weren't marrying Chris, he might never have showed up at my front door and found me in a puddle of blood trying to get a nail out of my hand. Huh. You know what? Do me a favor.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wear that little...
Why did Chris come by the house? Why didn't he just give you a call?
I don't know. Maybe he, wanted to talk about all this premarital stuff and thought I had some insight.
Now, that doesn't make any sense because I saw Chris earlier at the hospital and he didn't say anything about taking you to the ER or the meeting.
Well,
Hey,
speak of the devil. We were just talking about you. I was just telling Allison how you took me to the ER today.
You told her?
Yeah, of course I told her. I told her how lucky I was that you showed up my front door when I was throwing out all that junk in my basement and the nail found my hand. I can't even believe that.
Oh, yeah, it's lucky that I did that.
I know.
Because...
And I was also telling Allison, I gave her all the information about the conference with the minister tomorrow morning, and you guys have to be there together on time.
Why didn't you say anything about this when I saw you at Memorial?
Ellie, would you leave the guy alone? It's not a big deal.
Yeah, like Emily said, everything got taken care of. I guess I was just so preoccupied with rounds. Will you excuse me for a second? I need to call in some patient meds.
Sure. Hold on for a second. I barely even saw you all day. I didn't even get a chance to talk to you. And when I told you about the key, I mean, you barely even said anything at all.
Well, we'll talk, okay? This will just take a second.
Would you go make your call? Allison!
Thanks.
Come here. I cannot believe you won a key and you didn't tell me? Congratulations.
Thank you. I just wish Chris was as impressed as you are. Something's not right.
Honey, he went to make a call. It's not a big deal.
No, it's like lately, his head is always someplace else, you know?
Well, maybe he's distracted about something at work.
It's more than that. Did he say anything to you at all about what's bothering him?
To me? No. Why would he? I mean, honey, 15 minutes today. I mean, I don't know. A few minutes today we spent together, but other than that, I never see him. I mean, we're certainly not close enough where we would confide in each other.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
Look, baby, I already told you that your father and I are having problems.
That doesn't tell me anything, Mom, okay? Everybody has problems. Why aren't you giving me a real answer? Are you and Dad breaking up?
I wish that I could stay here and talk through this with you, but I can't.
So stay, Mom. If you really wanted to, you would.
I can't. Something has come up at the station and they need me.
I need you.
Don't you think that this is breaking me up too? I'm sorry, baby. I know that you deserve better answers. I know you do, but something has happened, an emergency at the station, and we're just gonna have to talk about family tomorrow.
Mom.
But Casey, tomorrow. I promise.
Well, I'm finished here. Finished with you.
Wait, Tom. You're making a big mistake. You don't want to do this.
Are you about to advise me as to what to do about my marriage?
Margot is a good woman, and she loves you, Tom. She loves you to death.
Oh, did she tell you that?
Yes, she did.
Oh, when? Was that before or after she stripped naked and hopped in the sauna with you?
Okay. You said I messed up something really great in your life, but it doesn't have to be that way. Not over a couple of chance meetings and a few kisses that got out of line. If you leave Margot, you're going to be the one destroying something great.
Where do you think you get off giving me advice about my wife or my marriage?
Well, somebody has to. Because you're angry as hell, and I understand that. But leaving her is not the answer. In fact, it's the worst mistake you could possibly make.
The only mistake I made was not taking you out when I had the chance.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you want a piece of me, DA? Okay, bring it on.
You said floods? Yeah, I'm coordinating all teams via radio dispatch. Sensitive info on hard lines. Yes, good. Call me back in 10.
Did you set up command lines, Nikki?
Yes, and Jenkins just phoned in.
What's he got?
Well, he's got coordination between all 4 units, but still no sign of Starziak or Jack.
Nothing new since I left the scene.
There has been one thing.
What? Is it about Jack?
Go ahead.
It's been raining pretty hard up north, and the rivers are swollen and the currents are swift. The search site is expanding quickly. That's all.
What you're really saying is that there's a chance they won't find her.
They are going to find him.
Get away from me.
What?
You heard me. I said don't touch me.
What are you talking about?
You did this.
What are you talking about?
You wouldn't calm down. You wouldn't listen. You had to have it your way, and now my husband is missing. This is your fault, Molly.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
What are you hiding from me?
Nothing. How could you even say that?
Why aren't you answering Jack?
I already busted you two, don't you remember?
What do you mean?
The big wedding surprise you and Chris are planning for me? I'm not a kid anymore. Did you think I would just forget about that?
Hope springs eternal?
Oh my gosh, you were so lame. And that whole story that you made up about the whole flat tire on Old Marsh Road.
Oh, come on, I was very convincing for a while. You can't blame me for trying, right? And don't even try, because I'm not going to tell you anything about what Chris and I are planning for you, sweetie.
No, Emily, I wasn't trying to blow your surprise. I was just wondering, hoping if Chris mentioned anything, what's bothering him.
No, he hasn't dropped the slightest hint about what's bothering him. I think maybe you're the one who has pre-wedding jitters.
Emily.
Hey,
Hi, you're still here. I thought I saw your car pull out. You know what? I'll give you two some time.
Oh, Chris, come on, hang out with us. It's so warm in here, you guys. Is anybody else parched?
Oh, I made some fresh iced tea. Do you want some?
I'd love some. Thanks. She seems to think you've been distracted lately.
Are you afraid that she's gonna figure out what's going on with us?
Actually, she's like a pit bull when it comes to these things. And I think she's going to keep digging away until she figures it out. So maybe it's best if you and I come clean about everything and tell her that we're partners and we're in this game together, looking for the keys, and we're going to give them to her when we find them all so she wins.
Yeah, well, what about the whole idea of surprising her? You know, I mean, the look on her face when we handed the keys were $300,000.
Yeah, you're right. I guess you're right.
Unless, of course, after today you think I'm some sort of jinx.
You? No, you're my partner. Yeah, we're partners. And, it's the most fun I've had in a long time.
Me too.
Hey, Allie. Oh, the tea. You know what? Thanks, but I'm gonna grab a bottle of water.
Yeah, but
Don't forget about the meeting in the morning, you guys.
now you're both acting weird. What's going on with you two?
That was about as weird as it gets.
What? Margot gets called down to the police station on short notice all the time.
No, I'm not talking about some crisis on Margot's job. Don't treat me like I just dropped onto the planet.
I'm not.
What are you hiding from me?
Nothing. How could you even say that?
Because Margot is furious at you, and neither one of you will tell me what's going on.
I have tried to reassure her that everything would be okay, and so now that Tom has left, maybe she thinks that...
And why would Tom leave Margot if she swears up and down that she didn't sleep with Doc?
Honey, how should I know?
Well, you're running interference for her. Did you say something to Tom?
No, I would never say anything to Tom that would hurt him. Yes, I have talked to him, but only to try to make things better. That's all I've ever wanted, is to make it better.
Well, things are not better. And from what I saw tonight, Margot hasn't said everything that's on her mind.
You heard me. Take your best shot.
Is everything all
Careful what
right
you
here,
ask for.
Mr. Reese, Mr. Hughes?
It depends.
Everything's fine, Lloyd.
Hate to have to bother Mrs. Grimaldi at this hour.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I already told you I'm not going to fight with you.
Yeah, I remember. The DA's reach is much longer than a right hook.
No, I'm not going to take a swing at you because I'm not going to stoop down to your level. But here's something I do want you to hear. I don't want to ever hear any more advice from you.
Fine by me.
The only thing I want to see you do is pack your bags and leave this town.
Yeah, right. I'm not going anywhere, so just forget it.
No, no, Mr. Reese. My town. You forget it. Hey, Case.
Dad, where are you?
I'm at your grandma's hotel.
Are you coming home? Mom said you weren't coming home.
Is she there?
No, she had to go to the station. Dad, what's going on between you two?
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna stop by in the morning. We'll talk about all of it then.
That's the same bogus line Mom fed me. How come neither of you are willing to talk to me? What is going on?
Look, it's kind of complicated, and right now is not the time.
Don't do that, Dad. I'm not a little kid. Okay, I get that things go wrong sometimes, but you love Mom. I know you do.
Yeah, I do, Case.
So how come you're leaving us? Come on, Dad. I need to know.
This is my fault. I warned you it was too dangerous. If Jack's car went off the road, it's because Starziak did something.
Why was Jack alone with him, Molly? Why was he breaking procedure?
Why was he taking a violent felon away from the scene without backup?
That monster had just tried to kill me.
Jack had it under control, didn't he? He had handcuffs on the guy. He had his gun trained on him. You could have come upstairs with me, washed your face, calmed down, but no. You got hysterical. And you forced him to take Starziak away before the backup unit even got there.
Carly, you have to know. You have to believe me. I would never in a million years do anything to put Jack in danger. But you did.
Because it was more important to you to be the center of attention than to think about anybody else.
That's not
You
true.
are always dragging other people into your drama, Molly.
is so
Those are the
unfair.
people that have to pay. Look at Abigail. She had to stand trial because of your lousy past. And Jake, he paid with his life, didn't he? Well, that better not happen with Jack, because he wasn't yours to waste, cuz. He was mine. He is mine. He's my life. He's everything to me.
You have every right to be upset. But blaming other people, it's not gonna help. Let's just stay focused on trying to find Jack.
No, you're right. What do you mean, find Jack? And you need to get out of my sight.
Carly, I've got a uniform to drive you home.
No, Hal, I should stay here. I should be here.
Carly, it's possible Jack might try to call you at the house. You want to be there. I'll keep you in the loop. I promise I will.
And I spoke to my mother. Parker, he's fine, but she thinks that he might need you.
Yeah, the kids. I should be sure they're okay, right?
It's better this way.
Okay. Because Parker, he's gotten very close to Jack lately.
Right.
But you'll call me.
I will.
As soon as you hear anything.
I will. Now, please, go. Russo's waiting. I need him back ASAP.
Carly, please. Please don't leave it like this.
I thought I heard the door. Holden called from the station. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, nothing, huh?
I never should have let him leave with that animal. I knew it was against procedure. I knew it was risky. I knew it.
There's no way you could have known what would happen. No way. Now, come on, don't you worry. Jack's going to come home. He's going to come home safe and sound. You'll see.
Is Parker asleep?
Yeah, he was all fussy, so he wanted to sleep in your bed, so I let him, okay? Make a little tea. Would you like a cup?
It's late. You probably want to get home, huh?
How would you like it if I stay here tonight with you and Parker? I could make up the guest room, should I?
I don't want to put you out.
Oh, no, you won't put me out. Besides, I want to be here when Jack walks through that door. Come on, don't you worry. Everything's going to be just fine. You'll see. You'll be fine.
Mommy.
Yeah, honey, what is it? What are you doing out of bed, huh?
I had to stay up.
How come?
I need to know something.
What is it, baby?
Why aren't you answering Jack?
Nikki set up initial command, but since she doesn't know the area and since you're our best person in setting up field operations, I'm going to ask you to do this, Margot, tough as it is.
It's no problem. Did you dedicate non-radio phone lines?
Yeah, 1 and 2. Is that okay?
Well, I would have done 3 since the search radius has expanded, but that's a good start. It's a good start. So, Officer Kane's family, have they been notified?
Yes, all the information's in that folder on your desk.
I need to get back down to the crash site. I just wanted to get Carly out of there in case, thanks for coming in on such short notice.
You know, he's my friend, too. I want to do everything I can. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Dad, I made a lot of mistakes tonight.
Forget about it, Nikki.
No, I shouldn't have let Carly go to the crash site. She was too upset, and I should have sat on that information about the flood.
You did your best. I'm proud of you. I'll call in about half an hour.
Dad, I want to help with the search. Look, I'll follow orders, hold back. Can I go with you?
need some emotional support. Come on.
Carly's, she's right. I drag everybody down with me. I did it to you and Lily and Abby and Jake.
Beating yourself up is not going to help find Jack. It's not going to help make things better with Carly either, and it's certainly not going to get you through this.
Oh, God. I don't know how I can bear any of this without you.
You're Doc Reese.
Is that a question or an accusation?
I just love you.
Thanks, but this really isn't a good time for me.
Oh, I'm not hitting on you. I just want an autograph. My nephew thinks. We both think you're the greatest.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, I know it's a confusing case. I'm sorry.
Yeah, everybody's sorry, but nobody has any answers. Don't put me off, Dad.
I think it's obvious, maybe even to you, that Mom and I need to take a night off, so... I need to talk to her before we talk to you, which will happen in the morning, I promise, all right?
No, that's not all right, but obviously that doesn't matter.
No, I know it's hard to wait, especially when it seems that everything is riding on this one point. But there are two things I can tell you. Whatever happened between your mom and me is not your fault. Number two, your mom loves you. I love you. And that will never change, not ever.
I love you too, Dad.
Look, I'm not so sure I'm comfortable with you being alone tonight, so do me a favor, give Curtis a ring, see if you can crash over at his house.
Curtis has plans, I'm fine. I just hate this.
Yeah, me too.
Then I'll see you tomorrow.
I promise.
Bye.
And that's when I sacked the quarterback and saved the game. We annihilated them 7-zip. Guaranteed the hardest fought 7 points in NFL history. Now, I don't want to brag, but, I am pretty damn good. And that night in particular, the doctor was in.
Emily's not acting weird.
One minute she says that you took her to the hospital, the next she says she never sees you. She's thirsty, she's not thirsty. What else would you call that?
A big sister giving her soon-to-be brother-in-law time alone with his fiance. Okay, she knows how much we've been missing each other, and she even said that you think that I've been sort of preoccupied.
Sort of? Totally.
Look, it's just work, Allie, and life.
Yeah, like that stupid counseling thing that we have to do tomorrow with the minister.
Yeah, I guess talking about getting married just makes it seem more real.
You're not getting cold feet, are you?
Oh, never. There's not a cold spot in my entire body, especially when I'm with you.
Oh, no?
You want me to prove it to you?
It's gonna be a late night for me, so don't wait up. I know you're not being straight with me.
Ben, please.
Look, there is something that Margot keeps trying to say, and you keep stepping on it. I wish that you would trust me enough to let me know what's going on. Damn it. I gotta get to the hospital. Think about what I said.
There's got to be a way to stop you from telling Ben.
I'm going to take you back to my place.
No, Lily, she...
Don't worry about Lily. I'll talk to her.
No, Star's extra on the loose, and you heard what Carly said. I am just a magnet
Will
for
you
that
stop?
guy.
Right now, I need to get you settled so that I can help with the search for Jack.
I can't let you do this whole thing.
Molly, it's not up for debate. Go get your purse.
Holden, I just want you to know that I'm coordinating the search effort from this end, so if you need to touch base.
Great. Jack's in good hands.
Well, man, you've been the one who's been good tonight. I mean, with Molly just now and with Carly earlier.
Molly, she needs a friend, and with Carly, who can blame her for saying what she said under these circumstances? I mean, Jack, he's my cousin, and you and Hal and everyone here, you guys all love him to death, but Carly, she may have lost her husband tonight. Can't imagine how horrible that must be for her.
I'm gonna kill you this time. Yeah, that's how you do it in the DA's office, huh?
Tell me you go there.
Hey, this is none of your business.
I'm making it my business. No, wait, ATWT. You're both under arrest.
What do you mean, honey? Did you have a dream, sweetheart?
No, why aren't you answering Jack?
Jack hasn't phoned, honey.
I don't mean the phone.
What do you mean, then?
Didn't you hear him calling you? He was calling you from outside.
Jack! Jack! Jack, if you're out there, will you answer me?
Sweetheart, come on, Carter. Come on inside.
Emma, he could be out there.
I think the child just had a bad dream. Come on. Come on in.
Are you sure? I heard him, Mommy. I know I did. And he was calling for you.
On the next As the World Turns...
What? What about my husband? What? What's going on?
I thought you knew
What? Knew what?
about what happened with him and Doc Reese.
There's something that I haven't told you, and it would be wrong to keep it from you any longer. It was Jack. He told me he was dead.